It's a little out of focus because it's too close. 1 second, we're gonna raise this up. Okay, try that. Well, now it's saying that other thing, but
it should be fine.
It should be fine. Yeah, yeah. I hear you. Okay. I'm just fixing it a little bit. Okay, is this tightened here?
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys. Little issue with the focus. I think we're good now. Go check your view. Okay, today I have this Captain Ink LT. It's a brand new machine. It is the Lieutenant or LT machine. And it's, as you can see, it's green. The one I have, it has my name on it. Yeah, yeah. And, oop, upside down. I can't even read it. There it is, my name, Floaty. And it also is just $200, so it's a pretty great machine so far. I just tried it on some silicone right before this, and it did a beautiful job on the silicone. Just testing it out. So now I have just this quick little project right here. Since it's the Captain Ink, this is the Captain America Shield. Sven says hi. Hi Sven, how you doing? You've been here before, I remember that name. I have this new machine I'm gonna try out. This is the Lieutenant. It's the LT from Captain Ink. It was only $200, and it has a little discount code Floaty. My husband's name happens to be LT, so we think this one's funny. A little extra funny, maybe. People like to mess up his name pretty often. They go on PT or JT or TV.
Yeah. One of my friend's dads used to call me that all the time.
We're doing like a little dot work project. Right now I have a 3-round liner in, just something real small. And this machine actually goes up to 4.5 millimeters for the stroke, so it makes it a little bit unique, especially compared to some predecessors. I think this is their first machine that goes this high. Correct me if I'm wrong, LT, over there.
I think the last one went up to 4.5.
Was it 4.5 too?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm eating my words right now. They're delicious. See how that dot work's going in this machine. I should probably just check. I do see dots. We're in good shape.
Tartar's asking how hard you tapping on the big skin. Or
Pretty
how deep-
lightly.
How deep you get?
Pretty lightly. I would say like just the tip of my needle goes in. Can't really show you here. Let me see if I can get it closer to the camera. Sideways. Can you see this? So that's just a little tap, just like that. I wouldn't really want to go, bah, that's too much. Too much, too much. So it's like enough to get, you can kind of feel when it's in the right place in human skin, because it just, you can see it like fill up kind of too, but on here you just have to kind of do like that. Here you go. So the harder you tap it, the darker the dot's gonna be, but we don't want to stab, either go just the tip or just a little bit more than the tip. But I would say I'm never going in more than like half of this needle, which is about 1 millimeter. For dot work, it feels like if you go deeper than that, it just blows out because you're going straight in, so it's kind of, I think it's, you can't get quite as deep. Hope that answers your question.
Adam's asking if you tattoo without the ink, will it leave a scar or be seen still? Or will it look like nothing after it heals?
Like with water, it will, you can actually see it, I've heard, when they come back. I've never done it because I don't feel confident enough that I'm gonna see it. So I always put like a little bit of like a little bit of black into the wash. So like a very, very light gray. But if you are trying to tattoo yourself or something and you just want to feel it and you're worried about it showing, I don't think it eventually will heal and go away, I would think. But why are you asking? That way I can maybe answer a little easier. Just to know if you're doing it for a stencil, if you're doing it for pure entertainment.
The rib says will look like a scar most of the time. They think they've been out before.
Sorry, what?
They're saying it'll look like a scar if you do that. I think they're a fellow tattoo artist.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see it, but what's the intention? Like, is that a...
So then Adam, who asked initially, says, just to test it out on myself to
Oh,
know how it feels without an actual tap.
right. I mean, that I don't know. I've never done that, yeah. So I would just listen to that guy. Sounds like it leaves a scar. Or it can.
Got Mac Bain saying, I got all my tattoos in prison. Cost me 4 ramen noodle soups.
Should get them done with 1 round liners as well. Boy, sounds painful. I dropped it down a little for the lining to 3.8. Might even be a touch high for actual skin, but I think that this can take 3.8 millimeter silicone. I'm at 7.5 volts right now.
Adam's asking, what's the best way for an artist to sell their design to the shop?
An artist to sell their design to, oh, you mean like not a tattoo artist, like just an artist to sell their designs to a shop?
Yeah.
Become a tattoo artist, I guess. They usually like to do their own like designs, so.
The Rick's asking what machine you use today.
Yep, today I'm using the Lieutenant, the LT. What's nice is it came with 2 batteries. It came with a nice case. It has an extra grip too, right here. It's a little different shape. This one's nice and like, it's kind of cool. It's like flat on one side, and then this one's like just a full circumference, like normal.
Asking what's the grip size?
Let me just have LT look that up real quick.
It comes with 2 grips.
It's 2 grips, so one's gonna be thicker. I mean, you're pretty much set up. You've got 2 options.
A
So
32 and a 37.
there you go. It's 32 and 37 millimeter.
Krista Killis says
Hi. Hi, Chris. All right, we got that star lined out. I'm going back to dot mode here. Not actual dot mode. The machine does have a dot mode, though. I can show you that. I don't really use this. You guys can tell me if this is something you use, but you double click. Again. There we go. So now I'm in stipple mode. And when I go up and down, I'm telling it how many dots to do, I guess. So right now it's on, calls it 13, whatever that is. It's all at 9 volts right now. So you can turn this even higher. You'll start to hear it go faster. So it just goes in and out, and I don't really understand. Like micropigmentation, I guess, could be good for that. But yeah, maybe you can drop in the comments how you use, if you've used the dot mode for these machines. A lot of them have it. And if you did use the dot mode, what did you use it for? I think it's great that you have the option for that. I just don't really know what I would do with it. I just think I do better dots kind of controlling them on my own. Sounds like nobody's used stipple mode so far, or they could be typing.
The rip says the Ambition Soldier Max has dot mode, but he has yet to use it.
Oh yeah. Ambition, I think, is popular for also using in micropigmentation and stuff like that. I won't say it's like a PMU machine because I feel like they all have crossovers now, but still a good machine though. But yeah, this one's $200. It's actually not that expensive at all. And it was able to run the 9-round liner and the 9-round shader and the silicone. I was like particularly impressed by that. Are you manning the comments for me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I hear giggles.
Just someone being real silly.
Okay. You guys can be as silly as you want. Captain America, Captain Ink. Is there a Captain America theme song? Not really, is there?
Not really. Not like Spy. Spy.
It's not Spider-Man Day. It's Captain America Day. I was gonna do like a Chris Evans portrait, but here we are. Next time, when we have more time. Or maybe the old school Captain America too. Could be very cool. Did I say his name right?
Yes.
Okay.
Chris Evans. Yeah.
Who knows?
I had it wrong, I think.
Yeah, what'd you call him?
Chris Pine. Different actor.
Forget who Chris Pine is.
Yeah, oh yeah, Star Trek. He's the new Kirk in the movies. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman. He was the love interest in like the latest Wonder Woman thing.
So right in here is when I really lighten up my dots. Still want dots there. I just want to be able to do it all in black, so I just kind of lighten it my hits. And that's how I stick with black, but still can do dot work. I'm starting to move away from gray shading for dot work. I feel like it just doesn't look as good. For me, I just really like the look of black work and controlling how many dots you put in a particular area. It's also just really nice not to have to use a bunch of different grays. I'm not sure that it translates as well either. Because black and gray work, you have all your values, but with dot work, you are creating the values with the dots. And then you have the, if you have the gray shading on top of it, then you might as well not be doing dots. You might as well be filling out certain areas, I think. So, I don't know, I just like the look of the black work. Do you guys have any comments about that? Dot work with black versus dot work with black and gray? I mean, I guess I notice it more because one of my arms is done with one technique and the other arm is done with the other technique. And I love both my arms. It's a weird thing to say. I love my arms. But I do feel like the black work is just a little more punchy and makes a little more sense to me from a distance. Had a consultation this morning. I did a review. Now I'm doing this. Not a bad life. Play around a little bit here. thought it'd be fun to see how dot work looks different than when you stipple shade. Kind of the difference is just individually putting in the dots versus moving my hand around. You can see when I moved my hand around, the dots are just slightly smaller. So I always wondered if I could get bigger dots just by hand placing the dots, and yeah, looks like you can. So now I gotta even all that out a little. It also tells me that when I'm doing dotted outlines that I might end up with darker dots on the edges if I just use stipple shading on the inside of the structure. So with that in mind, I may want to drop down my wash, maybe use a wash for my stencil placement stuff. You can see kind of a mixture of the two dots there. Two different types of dots. I'm really liking this machine for this dot work. It's going pretty good. Now I am doing something a little differently than I normally do. This is a standard needle. I actually use a Bugpin most of the time for my dot work. I feel like it goes in the tissue a little faster and makes a better dot. So that's something to keep in mind on the silicone. Do you guys love Captain America? Is that your favorite movie in the world? Let me know. What were we just watching last night?
Captain America Civil War.
Ah, we were just watching the Civil War Captain America one last night. That was that Tony Stark's last appearance movie, or was that a different one?
No, that's a bit later.
That's a bit later.
Avengers Endgame.
So excited for Doctor Doom, and we don't know when that's coming out.
I think end of this year. Secret Wars.
It seems like the lining went well too. we see that star. I always find I have to work a little bit higher in voltage or stroke length or whatever it is on the silicone. So if you're teaching people, it's good to kind of keep that in mind. People who haven't done skin before.
Someone's asking, is that real skin?
No, it's TruSkin and it's not a human. So I'm not sure exactly what they're asking. Are they asking if it's people? Silent green. So it'd be kind of a weird human given the fact that there's a border here. Can you guys see that border? Yeah, you can see that. Someone's being silly over there. Looks like wherever we put more dots is the shadow of the shield and
They thought it was covered
Oop.
in skin.
oh yeah. Like the oh yeah, I see. Yeah, because a lot of times people will cover up a lot of the client except for like what they're working on, right? Yeah. So it kind of looks like a surgery situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're doing. Not today. We just started doing our Doom, kind of Dr. Doom Iron Man tattoo last live stream. Today we did a machine review, so we're just taking it easy. Doing a live stream on Silicone, testing out the machine that I just did a review on, so I can be fully confident that it's working and I can promote it. And it is. It's doing great. I'm very happy with the LT. And it's only $200, guys, so might want to consider it if you have any apprentices too. It comes with both, like 2 grips, 2 batteries, everything you need. But it's good enough to be used by anybody.
Billy Ray Cyrex is asking, do you do face tattoos?
Do I do face tattoos? Not lately. Don't get too many requests for face tattoos, but the ones I have gotten were people who couldn't actually afford the tattoo, so it is what it is. I have like a $150 minimum at my shop, so a lot of people don't want to pay $150 for just a tiny like thing under their eye or whatever, which I get, but I also don't want to spend my time on that stuff either, so that's why I have a shop minimum. Why, you want a face tattoo? What do you want on your face?
Bugpin is saying I need my face covered like a cover-up.
Oh.
If you do a face tattoo, it needs to say, I am not smart.
Wait, what? Is he being serious?
I don't think.
Okay. He's saying he needs a cover up on his face? Or he's joking?
His face needs to be covered up.
His whole face.
I think.
Got it. Oh. So you want to be like that guy? Which guy? Skeleton face guy?
Mm.
He just wants skeleton for face. That's what he did. He got rid of his whole face. Just did skeleton. And then other people, a bunch of people have done it since then, but I feel like that guy. And he passed away, I believe, so I forget his name. You might want to look it up so I'm not being dishonorable. But yeah, that guy was, he started getting into the movies, actually, towards the end there. Might have been what got him. Hollywood's crazy.
Also known as Zombie Boy.
Zombie Boy, R.I.P.
Siffy B. Wiseman says, hey, I'm new in this channel and I love tattoos.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching. I just did a review on this machine and now I'm trying it out on the silicone. But I do other live streams on skin. You can see those if you like and subscribe. We'll have more of those in the future. And we'll do more silicone too because it's good to do both. If you're just doing one, you might not get to play around as much. And you might miss out on some interesting techniques that you wouldn't normally try on people. because you're just a little too scared at first, which we can lie about, but we all are. You should be if you're just going crazily into it without worrying about that. I think you might want to try some silicone. Don't have to get expensive silicone. They have some kind of less expensive brands available too on Amazon. Was it easy to put those links in, hon? Like silicone links. Someone asked me about thickness of the silicone last live stream of what you should buy. I may have confused you a little bit, stumbling on my words, but the answer to that is 3 millimeters. That's the minimum that you want for good skin. So you can try different materials. They all tattoo differently, but just make sure it's at least 3 millimeters. And they sell them on Amazon, so it's really easy now to get tattoo equipment without having a shop. You can get it on Amazon. Doesn't mean you should go crazy now. Calm down, people. Still want to have a shop for a lot of this stuff. Let's come to my shop. I do have a guest spot available here. People are interested, send me a message. Jenna@floaty.art. Feel like as tattoo artists, we should have a little bit more opportunity to cross promote each other. So if you're an artist, please let people know who you are here in the comments. And if you get a chance, promote my channel to somebody. Tell them to like and subscribe. If you have a shop in America, let me know. Where you at? Shop owners. Listening? Are we all alone out there? Getting a little antsy to fill in that spot. I'm not gonna do dots for that whole thing. I don't have a small round shader on me. I have an 11 round shader. And a 9-round liner. Ah, that'll do it. Let me do that. So I'm gonna just pop this 9-round liner in. Normally I would use like a small shader. It's just a little more gentle on the skin. Gonna bring my voltage down. Just get these edges. Sounds a little funny because I'm down to 5.4 volts, but I'm using a high stroke, 4.2. It's working beautifully. Okay. A little higher for my dot work. Definitely not getting in. Cool. Got my little dot work edge. It's an 11-round shader. See, it goes in no problem. It's a good little machine. Make sure you guys can see. We still in the center? Yeah. I'm using dynamic ink for this filling. Well, for all of it, but yeah, just thought I'd let you know it's dynamic, in case you're wondering. You can see this machine can fill pretty quickly as well. I see people who are beginners have a hard time packing on the silicone. I think it is a great way to train you. If you can't pack the silicone, you're not going to be able to pack the skin. See, the silicone gets pretty dark. If you can get it this dark, it should be plenty dark on skin. I just feel like it's hard to pack perfectly. But that's pretty good. So the stroke adjustments are staying in place on this machine. I'm very happy with that. So you can see also the stroke adjustment window here is a little different. And it really clicks into place. You can even hear it. So that's very satisfying, and it's not going to move around with that. That's awesome. So that's been something I've been asked to look at before, so I thought I'd mention it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're just getting here. We'd love to keep you part of the family. So even though I have my needle hang out quite a bit, I am not putting the whole tip in, so just keep that in mind. Hi. Thanks for joining us. So this is Captain America's shield, made with dots, a few lines, a little black. And I'm doing it with this brand new machine. I just opened it up today. Did a review on it. Now I'm trying it out. I wonder if you can notice the difference between just the dot work areas and then that one, those one or two segments that I did sprinkle in some stipple shade as well. So let's see, let's just be brave and put a little more of that in. Of course, it's just silicone. We don't need to be that brave. Still trying to make it look good for you guys. All right, so again, I've gone up to that 4.5 millimeter stroke. Four volts. If you dot in this setting, it'll just be really light, which sometimes is what you want. Pretty happy with how this is turning out. I'm pretty much done with it. Just seeing how much more light reflection occurs when I just add a little more. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We do love when you guys are ready to go for live streams. We have a lot coming up. We're doing a lot more stuff related to DC, Marvel, pop culture, stuff I think you guys want to see. Gotten some requests for things, but feel free if you have any requests, something you want to see me do on silicone, let me know. For people, it's a little harder. You can't just tell people what to get. But certainly I do have things going on with that as well. Some free tattoos for people who are local. It's a little easier if you're from the area, because then you won't have to pay for airfare and things like that. That's kind of expensive.
Got a Cody Dean asking, is the camera making your voltage look crazy low, or is it set crazy low?
It's set crazy low. I'm at 4 volts. So I'm just doing really soft, slow dot work. Yeah, I'll show you. So I'm pretty much done with this. So let me give it one last little wipe. Cool. Got a cool shield here.
Pull it over to the right.
Oh yeah. Ta-da. Okay. I have this page here. Page. Alright, got this piece. Show you. Okay. Let's see if I can see this. guess I'm gonna look in the camera too to see if it. Oh yeah, it's crazy low in the camera. No, you can't see that at all. Like when it goes in and out like that. Yeah, I was always wondering about that too when I watch videos. So it does the frame rate does something to the needle because I can't see it moving in and out like that. But yes, I am super low. But to get that appearance, we would need the dot work feature on this machine. But it actually has that. If you double click a couple times, there's the dot work where it goes in and out. So you guys see it going in and out, and then you also probably see it blinking. I just see it going in and out because it's moving fast. I've never done dashes on somebody, but I feel like I could safely do it actually with this. It's interesting. Let's see how they look. Cool. I don't think it's dragging in the skin how I thought it would for that. I actually feel like it was pretty safe. So you can do dashes then, maybe. Should we turn it down? Less dots? Let's try that. Now it's going in and out slower. The scary part is if it went in and out and it just stayed, but I can see, especially on the camera, because it does something weird with the frame rate, that it's moving in and out even when it's in the dot mode, so it's still moving in and out. But these would make, I guess, the longer the dot mode, would it be like, here, let's just turn it up because I have no idea. I would think the faster the dot mode, the shorter these dashes might be. It's about the same length for the dashes. It's just the frequency of the dashes, I think. So if you can move your hand a little faster. That setting actually feels really good right there. Dude. Have we been looking at this dot mode all wrong? I can't think of a project where I've needed dashes other than like the I mean ghost lining. It could be good for ghost lining if you don't really want a full solid line in something. You could try putting dashes in, but I would do it with like a very light wash. I wouldn't do it with black. Does anyone want a dash tattoo? Let me know in the comments. I'll dash you right up. But let me go back to 4 volts. 4 volts, and I'm at 4.5. So that high stroke length and then low voltage kind of does a similar thing where it's like hitting less frequently. I'm just showing you what like a line would look like. You wouldn't really be doing this, but see, it's a very light line. It's a very light actual, even though you're at 4.5, you're not hurting the person by doing this. So now you're just gonna move a little faster and the lines become dots. If you move too fast, you'll snag the skin. We don't want to do that. That's bad. You can just feel the needle bending so you know it's wrong. And you don't want to put the whole tip in, just a little bit of the tip. Let's see. Are you getting all this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That feels pretty good. And you'll know if you're snagging the skin pretty fast because you'll hear it, you'll feel it, and the dots won't be perfect dots. They'll be more like little commas, like they're getting, you know, yanked kind of too fast from whatever dot consistency it's trying to do. So like you'll see little dashes instead of dots. You can certainly dot on higher settings. I'll show you what it's like to try to do that same thing at 6 volts. Whoa. Ah. Okay. That was crazy. Alright, so what happened when I turned up the voltage? All I did was turn up the voltage. I didn't touch the stroke length, I promise. But yeah, you can see it starts to create darker and more frequent dots. You still have dot work that way, but what do you see at the edges? A bunch of dots that are overlapping too much, a bunch of inconsistency in the values, and I have to move my hand super, super fast to keep them from being lines and make actual dots. So all of that is the reason why we turn our voltage down for dot work. If you're doing whip shading, little different than dot work. This whole technique is dot work. If you're whip shading and you're just going from an edge out and doing like this, you'll have much more success actually at these slightly higher voltages because you're moving your hand pretty fast for this. You're whipping it out. And the difference there, you'll see when I clean it up, is that you're gonna get a darker edge where you start your flick, and then it's gonna get lighter as you go. So you can see it's almost like a line in the front here. So I would say for me, that's even still slightly too high of a voltage, but you would get a darker kind of shade at the beginning because you have more of that line, and then they space out as you go forward. In this one, they're all evenly spaced. This one, they space out as you go forward. That's a gradient. This one's not. Dot work versus stipple shading versus whatever you want to call it. It could be whip shading. I've heard a lot of different terms. We have no industry standard for these terms. Sorry, we have no industry standard for these terms, so it is kind of impossible for me to promise that anyone's going to know what the heck you're talking about when you talk about stipple shade versus dot work. Honestly, you have to kind of show people what you're talking about. Individually placing dots is another term that I've heard used for dot work. And so it's just, there's a big umbrella here of dot work, but just know that there's different techniques to putting in those dots. You're not always going to try to make them evenly spaced. You might do the whip shade so that I've also heard it called the pick and flick, by the way, where you would be at the edge of something and you'd be whipping out from the edge, like so. So just showing you with an edge there so you get what I'm talking about. The pick and flick is something you'd use in this situation. You can do quite a few passes in this. And the more you flick out, the more of a gradient you're creating as it goes out. Now you might combine that technique with the other technique. But here, where did I put that? Oh yeah, hopefully you can see how it starts from a darker gradient and then gets lighter as I whip out. So that's the pick and flick. Very different than just the dot work that you see. Oop. Dot work that you see here and this one. So that one I'm still moving, it's just at 4 volts. And then these are hand placed and they're darker. See how they're darker? It's going to be darker than the ones that you do with the machine. So you're going to get almost like a peppery look if you do a combo of the two. And obviously when you're moving faster like that, it's better for filling bigger areas. But you know, if you're trying to do that in a really small area, it can be tough. So you just end up using your actual physical dot making abilities at that point. All right, does anyone have any questions before we wrap this up? Yeah, it doesn't go lower than 4, but it doesn't have an RCA connection with it, this particular machine, but it is $200. So it's still a really good deal. Sometimes if you plug in your machine into a power supply, you can lower the voltage even more than 4. Just FYI, if that's something you want. I actually am pretty fond of 3.8 lately on one of my other machines. I feel like I can get a lot of dots in, and I don't have to like rush my hand. I can just kind of like calmly get them in, and they seem more evenly spaced, and it just looks better. So dot work definitely takes practice. It's good to get like large scale stuff for that, I think, because it takes a lot of passes and a lot of, I will just say, space to get that dot patterning the way you want. Now, if you use your settings wisely, you'll get there faster. So good luck with all that, everybody. I hope this is helpful. This is the Captain Ink Lieutenant machine, and we did a Captain America dot work shield. I will be bringing you more goodies in the future, more live streams on People, more live streams on Silicone. We're going to do all kinds of things together. So like and subscribe. Don't forget. Bye, guys.